This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Catch the sun power.
This is the 6 p.m. Barbados Today update for Thursday, March the 6th, 2014. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. A team of legal experts is being put together over layoffs at the Transport Board. But Opposition Leader Mia Motley says no action will be taken until a full review is conducted of the situation facing the about 40 severed workers who visited her office yesterday. Motley says the majority of the retrenched workers were employed with the board for longer than 10 years, and some were even appointed. And she says the last in, first out principle appeared to have been breached.
We are deeply concerned. We're also concerned that they would have reported that there may have been repatriation of, reinstatement of 2 workers in circumstances where others were still being laid off yesterday. And given that Sir Roy has said that the negotiations with the government will be continuing, we were surprised because the first rule of industrial relations generally, as we understand it, is that you freeze the status quo pending the conclusion of negotiations. So I think there are a number of issues. We've advised them that they need to go and see their union. In this case, I think this is predominantly Barbados Workers Union. They're members, and we will not get involved in that side of it.
The 2 Columbians who pleaded guilty to burglarizing the St. Thomas home earlier this year will have to wait a bit longer to know their fate. When Santiago Prad Vieda and David Mauricio Botero Montez appeared before Magistrate Ian Weeks in the District D Court today, he informed the duo he was not ready to make his ruling because a pre-sentencing report is not yet ready. The magistrate then ordered that the men remain on remand until April the 2nd. It's one more for the history books. Marcus Augustus Corbin has joined the growing list of centenarians in Barbados. The French village St. Peter resident, who lives by himself, celebrated the occasion this afternoon with a visit by members of his church and the Governor-General's aide-de-camp, Carlos Lovell. In sports, the 2014 Commonwealth Games baton is now in possession of its custodian, Alistair Cameron, after the completion of the first day of its relay here. The second leg of its Barbados journey begins at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Barbados is the 43rd destination at which the Queen's baton has stopped.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
They are some of the leading ladies of Barbados, working hard to ensure that this island achieves its highest standards of development, but seldom do you get to see them in the forefront. On International Women's Day, Barbados Today highlights their contribution in a special March 8th edition, dedicated exclusively to women. Time is limited, so call Donna today or email her to find out more about this unique offer. Barbados Today, celebrating all the women of Barbados who inspire change.
In the region, 2 convicted killers in Trinidad and Tobago are seeking an assurance from the state that they will not be executed at this time. The 2 who lost their appeal last week are hoping their petition to the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights would be first heard. The Attorney General says the request will be given consideration according to the law. Internationally now, a group of Kashmiri students in India is facing jail time for cheering the country's arch-rival Pakistan in a cricket match. The university students were suspended at the weekend after the Asia Cup match in which Pakistan defeated India. They've also been charged with sedition, which carries a 3-year prison term. That's been the 6 p.m. update. Join us again at 7 in the morning. Until then, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, and like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Stay tuned. The Business Minute is up next.
The Business Minute is brought to you by Signia Financial Group.
To my people out there working hard to expand your horizons, chasing a flawless dream. Keep your eyes on the prize and we don't look back. It's forward thinking, on to the new stuff. It's time to lay bricks on the foundation of your future.
Get set with Signia to be sure the world will be yours. Take you to exceptional, incredible new heights. And get set with Signia.
Signia, quality solutions for your financial needs.
This is the Barbados Today Business Minute for Thursday, March 6, 2014. I'm Vic Fernandes. The controversial air passenger duty, APD, continues to be a challenge for the local tourism sector. But Nick Parker, Caribbean Regional Manager for Virgin Atlantic, says it's also an opportunity for local hoteliers and other players in the industry to improve their product in order to keep British visitors coming.
Making sure that here in Barbados, we're better than competing islands, making sure that all the islands here, we're all trying to get the tourists, whether it's out of the US, the UK, wherever. So if you get the service and the quality of experience right on the ground, people will come. Doesn't change the fact that APD is an unjust tax, but we can still make it work down here.
The APD is an excise tax that is charged on the carriage of passengers flying from an airport in the United Kingdom. The charges take distance into account, making it significantly more expensive for long-haul flying. Almost half of those people who receive loans from the Barbados Youth Business Trust on an annual basis are women. Director of the Board of Trustees, Deborah Johnson-King, says women in Barbados continue to take on leading roles in establishing their own business as they rise above the challenges.
Overcoming the obstacles before us, female entrepreneurs rising above the challenges, as this morning's theme suggests, begins with continuing the dialogue, getting the issues facing women in starting and sustaining a business out into the open and finding solutions to help young females grow beyond having a good business idea to becoming successful innovators, employers, and contributors to our society.
The Hilton Barbados Resort has a new general manager. He is George Stanfield, who takes over from Matthew Mullen, who held the post since April 2010. He says he's delighted to have been chosen to head the team at Hilton Barbados. And now for today's financial tip. Don't rely on someone else, such as your husband, wife, or spouse, for your financial security. Educate yourself about money management and investing. That's been the Barbados Today Business Minute. Join us again next Tuesday. Until then, you can get more business and news by logging on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribing to our e-paper, and liking us on Facebook. I'm Vic Fernandes.
To my people out there working hard to expand your horizons, chasing a flawless dream. Keep your eyes on the prize and we don't look back. It's forward thinking, on to the new stuff. It's time to lay bricks on the foundation of your future.
Get set with Signia to be sure the world will be yours. Take you to exceptional, incredible new heights. And get set with Signia.
Signia, quality solutions for your financial needs.